You smell that? That's fire. Roll it up, lock it in. You're in the hole now. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Real ones only, now you already know. Jokes too raw, that's how we roll. Welcome to the madness, this fit got soul. That'll roast your whole soul. Might bring the farm gas straight from the phone. This ain't no safe stream, this a wild zone. Where your weirdness finally feels at home. We smoke loud, talk real, no sugar on top. Life's messy, we just make it hot. Fire in the hole, light it up, let's go. Cannabis kings with the comedy flow. Game night giveaways, burn it slow. VH fake, it's the realest show.
What's going on, y'all? What's up? How we doing on this fantastic Sunday morning? Let me light a cigarette and drink me a beer. It's Sunday morning. And if my baby calls, tell her I ain't here. It's Sunday morning. What's up, Kat? What's up, Waylon? What's going on, Jay Lee? Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Give me 1 second. I gotta run into the store. I planned this out a little wonky.
Hey-o. Look, he done left. I'm gonna fuck with him here in the background. He doesn't know I'm here.
All right, we're back like cooked crack. Ruining lives!
Drive away now.
Let's get on.
Shit. Where'd you go get coffee?
Hold on, I gotta turn my volume up. All right, what'd you say?
So what'd you do? Just go get coffee?
No, Red Bull. You might be robbing the gas station here.
Oh shit. Got time to pack up a bong.
Not cold enough for coffee today.
Coffee's good every day.
Yeah, I like coffee to warm me up. If it ain't,
Get iced coffee. iced coffee on warm days.
No, I don't drink that. I don't drink cold coffee. It gives me the shits.
That's just coffee in general, dude.
Yeah, coffee will run right through you, but cold coffee, like I might as well drink it on the toilet because that's where it's going anyway. Coffee and Red Bull see heart palpitation.
You want to
Yeah,
know?
and then
You want to know a quick fix for that? Go
do
to
what?
your local uh, pharmacy, pick up some or some iron tablets. Yeah, then you won't have to shit until the next morning.
Yeah, it'll block your ass up.
Pretty much. Works good for me. Helps me regulate.
I can't take normal iron tablets because I think it's they affect your cholesterol. Like I take cholesterol medication and they don't they have like a counteracting. I don't know what happens, but I have to take like a special fucking iron pill, which is those fucking fish pills. And I'd rather just have low iron.
Well, probably because of your semicolon also. They probably don't want you getting snuffed up.
That is right. You're exactly right. That's why it is. I couldn't think of what they said, but that's exactly why I can't get backed
Yeah.
up because I don't have a full colon.
Yeah, you could explode and you could end up like fucking um what's his name? Elvis Presley. Compacted colon. That's how he died. He got so compacted it exploded on him inside.
Is that what happened?
I believe he died on the toilet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was trying to go. He was a heavy drug user, opiates.
Good morning, Kyle, Frankie, Jeffrey. See a bunch of y'all popping in saying hi.
What's up, Levi? Shit, I gotta go get my other phone so I can see all the comments.
I'm down to the Levi, but the Levi was dry. Actually, Levi, you got any weed today? Was the Levi dry?
I gave
Jennifer,
my brother a couple ounces when I went down to visit him. So
nice.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's a nice Christmas present right there.
Yeah, I mean it's homegrown, but it gets you high. That's what I've been smoking on for a week now. I like it. Like Triangle Choke is a pretty good strain if you ever get a chance to get it, and if you can get it organically. I would suggest. I like organic weed better now, like just by growing my own,
Yeah.
like and seeing like the effects that dispensary weed has on me compared to the effects that homegrown weed has on me. I'll take homegrown every day because it's a happier, more uplifting. You're not as foggy and like just dead to the world. You know what I mean?
The THC hasn't been bred out, or the CBD hasn't been bred out of it. Like
Yeah.
it's actually a balanced weed instead of just like trying to get the strongest, most potent fucking.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure in like 2 or 3 weeks of smoking this shit, I'm gonna want to go to the dispensary and get something different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but to have a break is nice. Like I was saying the other day, my boss was telling me he don't get high anymore, but he only buys fucking 34% shit. Like, yeah, you don't get high anymore. You've tapped out.
You just numb. That's all you do with those high THCs anymore. You just go numb, and you're like,
Yeah. He's like, I just got to start doing dabs. Like, just fucking switch your shit up a little bit. Go for more terps, less THC.
Yeah. But even in that, it's hard to find anything close to 3% terps anymore.
Here's some food. This cat just like strolled up to me.
What, a stray cat?
Yeah, look.
I know that's the one
That's a raccoon, dude. Where's it at?
that's not for right pause, but it's not the one the lady put a picture of. I put it up on.
Hold on, buddy. I'll get you some food.
I put it up on next door.
Damn. Look, Jeffrey's saying some brother flour don't do much for me. Fuck. Okay, I'll never give you any flour.
Do somebody.
Friendly.
Do somebody.
Jeffrey's our new turkey. He's bitching about me giving my brother flour. He said, some brother flour don't do much for me.
Where the fuck's Turpy been? He don't
I
get a
don't know.
special invite, so you don't come hang out no more?
What's that?
He don't get a special invite, so you don't come hang out no more?
I guess. Like, I think I said this a while ago. It's not just Turpy, but anybody that comes up on the screen like every time we go live anymore, I don't share with, because I figure if they want to come up, they're going to find us and say, invite me, blah, blah. So I don't need, like, there's no point in me wasting time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they've made themselves.
Yeah, they made themselves regular. You made yourself part of the show. Like, if you want to be on, come fucking find us. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it ain't hard to turn on the notifications.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. So, oh well.
Yeah. I share from it gives me a list of people to share to, and I just share off that list. If you haven't messaged me or if we haven't had a conversation, it's going to remove you from that list.
Yeah, I used to do that, but then I would share to people that aren't interested, like, because there's other people, you know what I mean? So now
Yeah.
I go down and click the ones that are in that top list. And then next time they're usually up at the top of that list. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you already
I'm picky. Like, I won't click on certain people, like my family and stuff. I don't want to bother them with my shit. Like, but for the most part, my list is viewers, like people that come in and view, is the people that end up on that list.
Yeah, exactly.
Put me on the list. Send me a message, Jennifer. It'll add you. It's mainly the people that you interact with. So if you send me a message, I send you one back, it's going to add you to that list. Can y'all hear that music? All right, good.
Like, no football till tonight. My team lost yesterday.
Did you watch the Tate fight?
No, I kept messaging you, asking you about it. I sent you DMs asking you about when it is. I said, I think it's happening now. And then next thing I know, it was
Anybody who paid for it is an idiot. It was on YouTube within 10 minutes.
over.
Yep.
Did he get his ass beat, or was it a good fight?
It was another hug fest, but honestly, the only thing that made it like that was the size difference.
Same thing. Oh,
Yeah, every time, I forget the guy's name. The guy Tate was fighting, every time he went to swing, it was like over Tate's head, and then it ended up in a headlock. Like, it just wasn't a equally matched fight, but I think they went pound for pound pretty well. Like, the only reason I think Tate lost was because every time they were in the clinch, the other guy kept hitting, so it was counting more punches.
if you think about it, like the beginning of that Jake Paul fight, he was winning on the scorecards.
Oh yeah.
until about the fifth round, until like fourth or fifth round. Then it started changing.
Well, once he was
He couldn't
dead.
run anymore.
Yeah. But I actually watched a couple of fighters critique that fight, and they're like, do you find anything weird about the fact that dude never threw a straight punch?
Um,
Until the sixth round, he never threw a straight punch.
no, I think it was around round three. He got his first jab in to Tate or to Jake Paul. Like he did get one jab, and then when he came out up over, that's when Jake moved in, and that's when all the falling started to happen in about the third round after he got his first jab, and then he got rocked once or twice.
Instead of jabbing, he's just feeling at him, like checking the distance, pretty much.
But he got. I remember the one good jab and I think it was the third round when he got one good jab, and we thought it was all going to turn around there because we were all like, here goes, and then he got out of that round, got out of the next round, and then finally, he got knocked out.
Jake Paul got his ass handed to him. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he got his ass handed to him.
He was like that guy was huge compared to Jake Paul. There was that's why they have different divisions: heavyweight, lightweight, middleweight, because any fight where it's that much of size, the fight's going to look so lopsided, and it's going to end up like that unless you get lucky.
Yeah, honestly, like you said, the first few rounds, Jake did exactly what he was supposed to do. Keep a distance, run around, make the guy look for you, but you just can't keep that up for 6 rounds.
He landed a couple good punches while he was running around and get some points. I mean, nothing that was hurting him, but they were good punches that landed, got points.
Yeah, and it's not a very safe move to do. Like, in order to get a face shot, he had to duck his head and throw over his head. You're just setting yourself up like that. Like,
every time he did that, I don't see why. What was his name? Josh Johnson. Josh what? Anyway, I don't see he could have came with an uppercut at every one of those times. Just fucking went down like that. Bam, done.
He left the uppercut on the table so many times. It could have been over quick, but because that dude,
he only landed. I think he only landed one uppercut the whole fight.
Yeah, and that dude's fist is as big as Jake Paul's head. Like, did you see him in the weigh-ins? He put his fist next to his face, and it was like.
I didn't.
Yeah. He was dragging it out. Well, yeah, he won. He made $92 million during that fight for taking.
No matter what, you can say Jake Paul lost. He won, dude. He made $90 million.
If all I got to do is once a year get in the ring and get beat up for 8 rounds, and I get $92 million out of it, the last one was $40 million. Beat me up. I don't care. I'll act like I'm fighting back.
I'll go through the jaw surgery. Fuck it.
92 million? You could tell though, well, I feel like this is what I saw anyway. Jake doesn't want to fight it. He just knows this is his bag, and all he has to do is get in the ring for 8 rounds.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even need to fight. He can just be a promoter like Don Johnson for Netflix if he wants to from now on.
Yeah, but if he doesn't get in the ring, nobody's going to watch.
Probably. Well, if he can get some bigger names, and that's what he's probably going to do. Is he's going to take on some older people. Like he's going to do what he's done after his last loss. He's going to take on people that he can beat. That he's 15 years older. Out of shape, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I honestly thought the Tate fight was really good, considering the size difference and shit, and the way that it ended after the fight, and they came back together. Like the other dude was talking so much, Chase, whatever the fuck, was talking so much shit, like almost talking as if he hated Tate, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then once the fight was over, like, he turned that all around. He's like, dude, I give this guy nothing but fucking respect. Like, he said, I've liked him the whole time. Like, he pulled me out of a suicide. Like I watched all of his videos and shit. Like he said the shit talking was just for it to like and like Tate saying like fucking respect. I appreciate that.
You know what would be the cool next fight on Netflix?
Yeah.
Jake Paul versus Tate.
I hear Logan called out the dude that beat Jake. He wants to redeem it. He wants to, what's it called when you get redemption for your brother?
You sure that's not an AI story? I saw that too.
He said it while he was standing next to Jake in the hospital.
Dude, his ass ain't even work. At least Jake can fight. Like, all he is a make-believe wrestler.
Yeah, that kid has such a fucking ego. Like, there's videos of him sitting around with his friends, and he's like, they're talking about how Jake fights and this and that, and then Logan's like, who should I fight? And then he's picking out big names, like fucking superstar fighters. He's like, oh yeah, they don't got a chance. I'd knock them out. Like, I think I'm gonna go for him. Like who do you think you're the heel in fucking WWE?
Yeah, he's not a. I mean, he boxes too, but isn't Jake the real, like the one that, like the real boxer out of too?
Yeah. I mean, they both train, but I don't think Logan's ever actually stepped in the ring.
Well, they get on those like when they had the ring in their backyard, like when they were doing those fights.
Yeah. Said after the fight, he's going to take a break for a while. Who said that? Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee.
Overseas, take $1 million off his price. Well, yeah, it's taxes, tariffs. Tate didn't have to do that. He left all his money in Dubai. And honestly, if dude would have taken some advice from Tate, he would have done the same thing. That's the thing he can promote. Is it good? Is it? I don't think he can promote that, though. I don't think he can promote those fights unless he's fighting. The reason that we tune in is to watch Jake Paul get his head knocked off. Before the fight, did you know who else was on that card? I didn't. Like, how many people do you think tuned in for the early card? And then how much did that number go up during the main event? I imagine it was 10% of the viewership before the main event. He would have to get like real superstars, but the problem there is they've already got contracts that will not allow them to fight for Jake. We'll catch you later, Levi. Have a good day at work, man. Hope you got a nice little head check before you went in. Everybody, if you don't mind, get some shares out, tag your friends. Let's get this room filled up. Hit that like button as many times as you can. Everybody over on YouTube, X out of that chat for me. Hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscription button. I guess I still got some bowls over here I want to give away at some point for some reason, but I guess I want to get enough people in here to make that happen. Daily, over here. She said, hey, I'm over here. Did you hit that like button over there? What up, Gabe? Gabe, babe, banana, babe. Everybody say, hey, Gabe.
What's up, Gabe? Shit, I forgot my other thing for my comment.
I don't know why this techno music has hit me today. Got me feel like dancing. Oh shit, Gabe with 100 stars. Thank you, brother. You are the man. I just saw that. Had to open my phone to see it.
Man, when he comes in, see, now I'm gonna have to complain about that because when he comes in the mess comedy, he never spends 100 stars on me. I'm
Usually,
just busting.
the boom shakalaka.
I think my page is earning money now. By the way,
Fuck yeah.
it said you have been changed to creator mode. I guess because I had it up there as comedian, that's why I wasn't making money.
It just did that to me too. It said that the way that your page is set up, you should be You should be as a creator or whatever, and it automatically changed mine over too.
So hopefully that'll make some shit happen.
The two chicks that were fighting, you knew about that. Yeah, usually that is the other one on any of these cards that anybody cares about. You care about the main card, you care about the girls fighting. Even though,
Dude, I'll tell you what, the female boxing is better than male boxing right now. Like 100% better. Like watching the chicks fight, like, but
if they
I don't
actually
know.
fight,
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Women's boxing is better than males heavyweight boxing. There is no heavyweight boxing really anymore in the
yeah,
men's side. Like nobody can last like they used to. You know, I mean, you used to be able to see these big guys go 12 rounds, and now after 6 rounds, they're all both passing out, not even throwing a punch.
yeah. Well, and heavyweight matches used to mostly end in knockout.
Yeah, they did, but there were, they could last the 12 rounds if it went that long. They had stamina back in the day, back when Mike Tyson was fighting and all that. Like you would see shit go 12 rounds and it'd be a battle all 12 rounds. You don't, like, you'll see 6 rounds of battling and it might not even be the first 6. It might be the middle 6 now. You know what I mean? And then they're all out of it.
Yeah. Now, girls, like that fight Friday, I didn't think it was a very good fight. The girls fight. I thought that could have, just like the other fights, the other two that we just talked about, could have been ended a lot sooner. There was a lot of chops left on the table, but when girls go to blow and they got something to fucking prove out there, and they just stand and pound, that's a fucking hell of a fight.
Dude, Gabe, I was just busting your balls. You didn't have to send them to. Thanks, shit.
That's awesome, man. What's up, Kayla?
Hello, Kayla. Yeah, watch my page start making good money now, and I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass for the past couple of years. I could have been making money if I would have just switched that thing to fucking creator. No, I had to let my ego get in the way and put comedian.
I think you could do creator, and then it lets you do other categories as well, but as long as creator is your main category.
I just put comedian,
That's what I put too, even though I'm not a comedian. I'm a sit-down comedian. Sit down on screen.
That's what I do on stage a lot of times, to just get the stool and park it. But I find my pacing works better if I stand. Like I gotta have that discomfort to slow me down.
Yeah. And sitting, you're aimed at one portion of the audience. Standing, you can shift a lot more. You can move. You can if
You
you
can
don't
use
like
your body.
if you don't like the reactions from this side, you turn. You know.
Yeah, and you can use your body and shit as like I did with the microphone. Like I said, half cocked, and I was like all over the place with it. You can do improv. You can improv if you're standing. If you're sitting, it's harder to improv and do shit.
Did somebody win the Powerball?
I don't know.
I just got a notification said something about it, but I don't know what it said. Did somebody win the Powerball? Winning numbers drawn for December.
Just look at what the
Nobody.
next Powerball jackpot is.
What is the estimated value of the next Powerball drawing? $1.6 billion with a cash payout
Nobody.
of $735.
They're going to get that cash payout to $1 billion. Dude,
Yeah.
can you imagine winning a cash payout of $1 billion? We would go on a party.
Yeah, that blonde chick took a beating for sure. Ali's daughter, no, she's close to the family. She wasn't the daughter. Muhammad Ali's daughter's thick. She's a big girl. She was actually in 60 Days In.
Did you know Mr. T's daughter is a comedian?
Really?
Yeah. But she's not like I don't know.
I pity the fool.
I haven't heard her tell jokes, but I've heard her tell stories. And the stories are great and funny, but they're all about her dad and wrestling and movies and you know what I mean, all about Mr. T and her growing up.
Yeah.
So I mean she's a comedian, but I don't know if she's a comic, I guess I would say.
You talk about what you know, but sometimes what you know is not relatable.
Yeah, she's a comedian like I tried to be when I started telling stories. Remember how when I first started, it was all just stories and real drawn out for this one little punch.
Mm-hmm.
But she's made a career out of it because her dad's Mr. T. So fucking God love her. I'd do it if I could, right? Those are easier to remember and talk about.
Hell yeah. And people want to hear those whether they're there for the comedy or just there for the nostalgia.
Yeah, so they can know how Mr. T was in real life.
Yeah. But yeah, Muhammad Ali's daughter was on 60 Days In. I love you. She, I remember during one episode, she was sitting there in the day room and they put a documentary of Muhammad Ali on screen, and she's sitting there like, fuck, I hope they don't mention his daughter.
Yeah. You know, you look a lot like that girl right there. Look at they show a family picture.
I'm blocked from Facebook. Oh, here, you want to see comments? We'll put them up here for you. Sorry about that. Don't worry about the winning ticket. I bought it.
The next drawing's what, Monday?
You think I could sue the gas station up here? Because
Yes.
I
You
go
can.
I go in all the time, and I'm like, I give them the money, and I say, give me a winning ticket. They give me a ticket, and it's never a fucking winner. They didn't give me
You
what
can still like win.
Every single time I say, give me a winning ticket, they agree. They agree to give me a winning ticket.
And they tell you they gave you a winning ticket.
Yeah. I think that's false advertisement. That's misleading. I didn't know
It's
that.
it's a fraudulent. It's not false advertisement. That's fraudulent sales, I think, because they didn't advertise it. They sold it to you fraudulently.
Yeah. It's definitely deception. What if I was just dumb enough to think that they could choose the winners and they led me to believe that they can? That's like insider trading with no real result.
And plus, look, you can even double up. You can be like, not only is it false, or what did I say it was?
Fraudulent sales.
Yeah, fraudulent sales. They told me you've got to play to win. That
Yeah.
is false advertisement on top of the fraudulent sales to back
Yeah.
up my claim.
I think we got a case here.
I think we're going to be billionaires.
That is really how I ask for lottery tickets. Give me
I
a
do
$10
too. I don't
winner.
give me a winning ticket.
Hey, I don't care which one you pick. Just give me a $10 winner. Give me a $5 winner. Do you do scratch offs?
Like right on occasion. On occasion.
When you do you pick your ticket or do you have the cashier pick it?
I'll say if it's only a couple bucks, I'd let the cashier pick it because I tell them your luck's better than mine because I always lose. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I say to them.
I don't bet on
If
myself.
it's like if it's a $5 or more scratch off, I'll pick it, but I'll ask them what numbers are on the bottom of the ticket. Like if it's 22, 23, whatever, I try to go 4 or 5 or 6, like right there between
Yeah.
4 and 6 is where I try to buy my ticket. Like if it's 44, 45, 46.
Yeah. No matter what, I let them pick my ticket, which is probably a bad idea because I don't win. But I think I have better luck betting on somebody else than betting on myself.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like not karma, but something like that. Like I would put $100 down on a bet for myself and I would lose. But if I put that $100 down for someone else, they're going to win back. That's
Yeah.
that's my luck. But it's not karma. It's just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, those times like me and a buddy would go to the casino and I'd loan him $60 to play some blackjack with me. Like all you have to do is give me my money back. I don't care about your winnings. And then I'd sit there right next to him and get dealt every losing hand while he's getting fucking blackjacks and you know what I mean? You want to
Yeah,
find the skip?
I don't understand what he's saying.
I actually saw a video yesterday for a casino game that I want to find and play. It's called Pop Craps. They have 2 dice and a big, the popper for the game Trouble, where you push it down and it pops up and rolls a dice inside the bubble.
Yeah,
It's got like one of those. Those are your 2 dice to roll for craps, and then you pick your thing on the screen. I don't know if you've ever played craps before, but I only play the field. Like, so there's 12 numbers you can roll, and if you play the field, they only get rid of 4 of those numbers. So if you land on any of the other 8 numbers, you double your money.
gotcha. No, I don't. I'm not big on gambling. I never have been. I don't see the money. Like poker to me isn't gambling. That's a strategic game, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yeah. It's a different
So,
kind of gambling, but yeah, you're. It's not. It's gambling with some skill involved.
yeah, it's gambling on yourself is what you're doing. You're gambling on yourself, not the
You're
game.
gambling on your abilities, not so much just how the cards fall. You actually have some say in how the game turns out. Like, and blackjack, like they say, if you stick to the basic strategy, that you do have odds, but still, you're just going through the motions. You're not really adding much skill to it.
I understand what you're saying now, Gabe. The
Aren't
numbers
waffles?
at the top is what he was talking about.
No, Waylon, waffles aren't gambling. You're just donating your money to the page, and then we decide to give prizes out to the people who donated. That's not gambling.
And plus, I don't get into many waffles that we're in anyway.
Yeah, it's rare that I do
I-
buy into waffles, but if I do, it's not really to win the prize. It's just to help out the page.
Yeah, me too. Because I rarely win. Like, you know what I mean?
See, Waylon, you say you want to walk the legal route, but if you just use the correct words, you can make anything the legal route. He says he won't do waffles and shit because it's like he's trying to walk the line and like keep his page 100%.
Yeah. And grape, if you talk about grape, you can just say that it's improv sex. It's not grape. See, I even used the word that you're supposed to use on social media.
And if you do a lot of grapes, eventually, never mind.
There was a joke back in the. Did you ever hear that joke? It's not rape if you yell surprise first.
Yeah. You ever hear the joke about the white guy, the black guy, and the Asian that their plane crashed on a desert island?
I don't know. Probably it sounds familiar, but there's a lot of jokes like that.
So the plane crashed on a desert island, and the three survivors was a black guy, white guy, and a Asian guy. They all discussed. They're like, all right, the black guy, you go find the food. The white guy is like gonna set up the shelter, and the Asian guy, you go get the supplies. And he's like, all right. So a couple hours goes by. Black guy comes back. He's got all kinds of fish. White guy's got the camp set up. They start cooking. Hours are going by. They're like, where is this Asian dude? So they're like, all right, we got to go look. So they leave camp. They go look. Out jumps the Asian from behind the tree. Said, supplies.
What's up, Charlene? Waylon asked if you're defending your title today. Man, he is such a peer pressure son of a bitch. Huh?
I don't think so. I got some stuff I have to do today. I don't think I can lock myself into playing the game. I saw it.
Isn't he a peer pressure motherfucker? Like he's asked that like 3 times, and you can say no if you want. Just say no.
What's up,
Trying to
Charlene?
make you feel bad.
You know, you can just say no. Why'd you say that? Why'd you say no? Mess can sit in for me.
What is it? What's today?
Spot the difference. Game night.
How long does that take?
Last week it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Is that right, Waylon? Was it that long? I know you said it. We got through it pretty quick. I didn't see you ask me several times. I haven't been reading comments. We've been talking about random bullshit. See, Waylon, we're trying to get into the habit over here of not reading so many comments so that people send money so that we do read their comments. No, I'm kidding. Supplies!
Yeah, when you said supplies, I knew how that joke was. I remembered it as soon as you said, you go look for supplies. I was like, yeah, I remember it.
Streets now. Did you say you're not allowed in a casino? Is that what I said? I'm never allowed to work in a casino. You got a theft on your record?
Who said that?
Alpha. I wouldn't mind working in any service position in a casino. I don't know I don't know if I'd want to manage or do it like I would want to serve or deal. But there's no male servers in a casino, so I'd want to deal. But
So you tipped.
dude, I was sitting in the casino the other day. It was a Wednesday. I was there late. They just called last call, so the servers were shifting off, and they come walking out of the back with their tips in hand, and they have the racks of chips. They don't have cash, so you could see exactly how much they make. I'm sitting here counting their things. This one girl's walking up with $1,100 up to the fucking thing. Like, that's one night. This girl walks out of there with $1,100.
Now, I have a question. Is that under the same legal definition as server, so you can keep your tips without paying taxes, or because you work at a casino and you're a dealer, you have to pay?
No, 100%. The reason that they started pushing no tax on tips was 100% for the dealers. That's the whole idea behind it. It's for dealers in Vegas. But since they're doing it for them, it's a federal thing. They did it nationwide for all servers, all tips. But that was the whole idea behind it, was to make sure dealers didn't have to pay all that money in tax.
So now, how are they going to cut that? Now that just opens the door for easy money laundering. Now, like, they got to tighten up like restrictions on that shit. Now they're just creating another problem.
Facts. Wow. I'll tip you $1,000 a night, like $5,000 a night. You bring it back to me when you get off work.
Give me 4 and you keep. Or
that's too easy. That like, they definitely got to find something to close that. Like,
I'm just saying.
That's actually brilliant, because they're not going to get the same cash back either. They're going to get it back in. They're going to put it in, get chips, tip and chips. Now they're going to transfer it back out for a different cash. That's fucking brilliant.
Kayla and Wave Alpha said hi. Is Alpha Omegas on Facebook?
No, she can't get on Facebook. The comments are on screen, though, if any of y'all can see them. Improv sex sucks in prison.
Yeah, probably. I'll take your word for it. Shit, I'm out of coffee and I'll be back.
Who's all in here? Say hi. Say hi to somebody else in the comments, too. Let's make friends out there. Let's get some more people up in here. What time is it? I had to get some shit done today, but let's see how much more time we can kill. Waylon, what time does your show start? I don't want to step on any toes. And that would give me a good excuse to get my fucking day rolling. I woke up in a bad mood today. Sure did. Woke up in a bad mood. What up, Kyle? We got 9 minutes till we hit a 420, y'all. 9 minutos. We still have this waffle going on, everybody. It's only $2 a spot. We got over $80 in the pot so far. I don't know the exact number, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And if we have, I'll tell you what, this is what we'll do. The next 25 spots that are sold from right here, from right now, the next 25 spots will go into a secondary drawing for one of the bowls that I bought yesterday or the day before. Whenever I bought them. Put one of them little chicken bowls in there. The next 25 spots, though, will get entered into a secondary drawing. Nah, man, I got felonies. You can't walk in a casino if you got felonies. Well, it depends on what felonies you got. I don't think that's completely true. I know felons that gamble. Want to work on a cruise ship? I don't know if the money would be right. You think they tip good on a cruise ship? Do people take money like that on a cruise ship?
Yeah. Well, it gets you can tip on your room card too.
Yeah, I thought that you buy vouchers for things so that you don't have to have cash on board.
You don't buy you well some things are you get vouchers, yes. Like you have a voucher for your food
Food,
and
drinks,
drinks.
entertainment.
Yeah. But then you also got shit that goes to your room card. Like if you want to gamble, you can put it on your room card and then pay at the end.
Good point. And I guess
And
while they're gambling, they are tipping with chips too.
then you can tip on your room card until you just say, blah 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 room whatever, show them your card. I want to go on a cruise ship, but I don't
Yeah,
want to go alone.
I think we should plan
It's
one
weird.
for all of us. For the
I want.
5
It's weird. I
people.
want to go on one of those singles cruise ships, but I don't want to go alone. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it would be weird. I don't understand doing that stuff. Like, I really don't understand the whole like putting yourself into a scene by yourself. A lot of
Hold
people
on a
do it.
second.
All right, getting ready for work. Hell yeah! Have a good day, brother. I used to date a dancer that. Wait, Alpha. I thought I'm getting this wrong. I thought that this was the person that said. mm, What's your? You don't got to tell me what your name is if you don't want to. But are you male or female? My bad. I think I'm getting you mixed up with somebody else.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, Hollywood Casino. Yeah, I used to. The first place that I ever gambled. No, that's a lie. The first place I ever gambled was in Atlantic City. But my main casino, my home casino, like that I would go to multiple times a week was Hollywood Casino in Lebanon. Not in Lebanon though, is it? Isn't it in Hershey?
What is it?
Hollywood Casino. It's one of those that it's a racetrack, like the dog and horse track, but so they are allowed to have like certain table games inside. No slots, no oh wait, no, Hollywood did add slots because they're not a racetrack anymore. They switched over to casino.
I know the Hollywood Casino up here is all slots and table games.
Yeah, the one in Pennsylvania used to be a dog track, but since they did that whole fucking thing a few years ago, it's a lot harder for a lot of these states to run those tracks. Florida can't do any of them. Like, there's no dog racing in Florida anymore, which is crazy because it was one of the biggest places for them, and all those dogs got pretty much put out of work. With all
Speaking of dogs, up here in Montgomery County,
Chris,
there's a
oh,
guy.
right. Yeah, bro. Good.
That's why I was asking who you were talking about.
I thought it was somebody else the whole time.
When speaking of dogs, up here in Montgomery County, there's a motherfucker that has a cart with wheels and huskies pulling his ass around.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, and it's perfectly legal. The police can't do anything.
I thought you were gonna say something different, but that's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's like it's the same. It's the same law that allows they can't get in trouble is because the same law that allows Amish to do horse and buggy. Because those like they thought like
Yeah,
people
you got
thought
the
how
right
can they not get in
reflectors.
trouble? Huh?
You got the right reflectors and shit on your sled, and make yourself visible.
But people were bitching about making those dogs pull them. That's what those dogs are bred to do. Like that's what they like doing. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's the problem with the whole banning the dog racing thing too. These dogs have a purpose. They live for that shit. Like, and then you pretty much tell those dogs they're not allowed to do it no more, and like they're not happy. They don't want to just sit
Yeah, like,
around.
yeah, especially greyhounds. That's what they're meant to run and chase shit.
Yeah, they don't even have a butt. They can't sit down. like, like they meant to be up and running. And the fucked up thing about that is there was hundreds of thousands of them. A lot of them got put down. So like it wasn't humane to race them, but it's humane to like do away with them.
So like, there's no dog racing anymore.
In Florida, they still have it in other states, but there's a federal regulation on it that made it like next to impossible to be able to do it.
No shit.
Yeah, like here, if you go to our card rooms are technically racetracks. Like there was a racetrack at every casino in this area. And there still is, but they don't run them anymore. So they still have the room with all the TVs and all that shit, so people could bet, but they're watching races from other places.
I don't see why would they have banned it. Like,
They say it's cruel to the dog.
how long before they say horses? The same thing then.
Dogs are pets. That's the thing. Horses are cattle. Like they look at it. It's weird that they can classify them differently. Like it's PETA. They should be for all animals, right? Like, but since it's a cuddly pet, like they get some different.
So are you telling me as soon as raccoons become what's the word?
Domesticated?
Domesticated, we can't race them motherfuckers? It's 420 somewhere, fire in the motherfucking hole.
I'm still racing the fucking raccoons. I don't give a fuck.
Look,
Really, I mean, like to that point,
we start
they didn't just replace them with a different animal.
we're gonna domesticate raccoons and have tree climbing contests with them.
What up, Mike?
Like what's here before he hops in now.
Y'all start talking about cattle and horses, and here it come. What's the question?
What's
we were just
easier to
talking about that they ban? What's easier to boot train?
Goats. Goats.
No, we were talking about how they banned dog racing in a lot of places.
We still have dog races in Arkansas.
Huh?
We still have dog races.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of the like. I'm surprised Florida did away with it because it's a lot of like the redneck type of states that still allow it. Like if they got rodeos and all that shit, they still got dog races.
Yeah. Well, they've got horse races in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Over in West Memphis, they have the Greyhound dog track.
Yeah, like we were saying, like I was saying, most of the casinos here around Jacksonville, we have 3 of them, and they were all track. Every one of them has a racetrack, but they were racing. It wasn't for horses; it was for dogs. And now they outlawed racing dogs here, so they just sit there.
Dang.
I don't see how it would probably wouldn't be too hard to convert them over to be able to race horses there.
Run the same thing.
On a
All they gotta do is change chutes out that loads the animals.
I think they'd have to change the actual track though too, because no,
Same width.
any place in the dog races in Florida. Yeah, it was actually soon after I moved here that they outlawed it. So I only actually got to go over and watch. Like I think I went over twice and watched the dog races.
I wish they used real rabbits in dog racing. That way, every now and again, the dog would actually get the rabbit.
Then gotcha.
Well, the kids left. They just left, heading back to Texas.
Nice. That's bittersweet.
What's up, Amber? Thanks for the stars.
Thank you, Amber.
I don't have my noisemakers with me.
20 stars. Thank you. So Amber's the first one on the list. I don't know if y'all heard me earlier. The next 25 people that buy a spot in the waffle, or the next 25 spots sold in the waffle, will also go into a second drawing for this bowl right here.
Hey, Chris, what's up? Alpha Omega is Chris Plummer.
And I'm not counting any free spots we give away. You have to buy a spot in the waffle. The next 25 spots sold.
That's perfect way to give that away.
You know what? I might have to buy a spot in the waffle just because of that.
Just cool little piece, right?
Yeah, I like that.
I like the way the light shines through it. I didn't even see that. Like
It looks like a smiley face. Like you can. It also looks like a dick. But
if you have
the colors of it, the colors of it make it look happy. You know what I mean? Now it looks like an alien.
You know what it looks like to me? Remember that little butternut squash Susan had forever that finally cracked last year for Thanksgiving?
I didn't see it.
Remember.
She had that little butternut squash that she kept forever out of her garden.
It's got a little.
Yeah, it's like a little chicken or something.
A little chicken. Little chicken pop.
Somebody said a penguin, but I don't think it looks like a penguin.
It's not black and white.
It looks like one of those rubber chickens almost.
That you squeeze. At Walmart.
Yeah, when I lived there, Chris, they didn't have blackjack. They didn't have any table games where you could win, where you could get a 50-50 odds against the casino. The only table games that they would allow is if the casino had 33% odds over you. Or no, 66% odds over you. You only get 33%. Yeah. Or they allow you to play poker because the casino can't lose.
The house always wins, man.
Especially like when you play poker, because they're just taking a rake off they're just trying to get the hand going as fast as possible so they could get as many rakes as they can.
They ain't going to shell out money unless they got plenty coming in. So they're not going to let you win unless they're winning.
And it's state law in Florida. That's how our games work here. We're not allowed to play blackjack or we're not allowed to do craps because you can actually get a better odds over the casino. And if you're going into a business to funnel money out of the business, it's bad for the state like economy. So they don't allow it. They hide it behind the fact that this is the Bible Belt and gambling isn't supposed to be a widespread thing, but
everything kicks back to the 50s. Everything kicks back to the 50s and 60s. It's the Bible Belt. It's the Bible Belt. Man, it is the Bible Belt. But you know what?
Thank you, Amber. But Amber said if she wins the bowl, I can have it.
That's awesome. Well, when people talk about the Bible Belt, they're not exactly talking about the citizens. They're talking about the governance, like how it's governed.
See where we're at.
Allow, what laws they won't, what things you'll never see in certain places. But again, I guess to your point, all that's been loosened up.
We live in the county that I live in, White County, Arkansas. We have a college in it called Harding College, and it's a Christian college. Now, when our big city next to us, Searcy, decided they're going to start selling liquor in restaurants, Harding Academy went out and bought all the liquor license and divvied them out to who they wanted to sell liquor, because they was on the panel. They was in the government that restricted who got, who didn't. Well, Harding College said, well, if we're going to serve liquor in our restaurants, we want it in restaurants our student body works at, so they can make that money. So they controlled who got what liquor license. We voted in Wet County, and they still won't sell beer in our gas stations because of the college, Harding College, because we're in that Bible Belt.
Yeah. Fuck them kids. They're getting a worthless piece of paper anyway. Teach them a lesson. They should have just went and got a job.
We can't even have a dispensary because of that college. Won't allow it.
That's probably why there's not one here in Chestertown as well.
When you get
Which is weird because it's a liberal arts college, so that you would think they wouldn't give a fuck.
I honestly kind of agree with that. If there's a large conglomeration of people that are prone to partying, you should probably not put dispensaries there.
Yeah, but when you're allowing them to put it to where your student body works in that facility or whatever, they still won't.
Yeah, I would say the same thing with alcohol, though, is if there's a large conglomeration of people that party in one area, you probably shouldn't put liquor stores there. You probably shouldn't put
there's liquor stores on every corner where I live.
Yeah, but that's because alcohol is like ingrained in our society. The whole look at cannabis is all new, so they're looking at it with a critical eye. They didn't really do that as well with alcohol. They were just like, we want our fucking booze, and there ain't shit to do about it.
Yeah, we still have dry counties here too, but like there's more wet counties than anything. But like we voted wet, but they won't let you sell it.
Yeah, well, here in Florida, dry county only means they can't sell it on Sundays.
Here in Maryland, it means they don't have any. Like, they're not counties; they're towns. We have dry towns like Damascus. You can't find alcohol.
The difference between alcohol prohibition and cannabis prohibition is there was people in power that were partaking in alcohol. Almost, you know what I mean? Like, there's not as many that partake in cannabis, so they don't have the drive to actually push it through. The people that drank alcohol, they're like, yeah, you ain't taking my fucking booze, and I got to say in it. Like, we're actually at the lowest percent of our population right now that drinks alcohol. It's never been this low before in the history.
It's like 53%.
Yeah, but at one point, you couldn't find somebody that didn't drink. At least like a glass of wine or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy though that like it really is like tapering off. It's dropped down significantly.
One place
Good.
It's a lot to do with addiction, and how that's been addiction or recovery and rehabs, and how that's been approached in the last 5 to 10 years, to get people clean, and that everybody getting clean, and people like actually posting it on social media and people cheering them on. It's created kind of a new community of people, to where people that are thinking, hey, maybe I'm gonna go out and drink, they also got this other view of it now. These motherfuckers went out and partied, and they're like, dude, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? So like the whole image of it has changed because of the recovery that's happened in the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm like Kyle. You see, I didn't know this till I went to Texas a year ago. They have more. Like, you don't even have to get out of your truck. You just pull into a parking lot, like a little alleyway, and drive through the damn store and tell them what you want, pay them. And you don't even have to get out of the truck. They throw it in
Yeah,
the
they
shit.
started those around here during COVID.
Yeah, we had a drive-through liquor store in Thurmont. It was nice.
Our dispensary is drive-through, or not our dispensary, our smoke shop at the corner up here. You can just drive through. But
There's a drive-through dispensary and what do you call it? Millington. Right up the road from me. It's expensive, but it's drive-through.
yeah, I think we have one here that's drive-through. That's at the glass shop.
We have the church windows, but I don't think we have any drive-up liquor stores like that anymore. We got, you can drive up to the drive-through window. But we don't have breezeways you can drive through and they just load your shit up.
Yeah. Well, they got them convenience stores that the whole store is like you drive through it, like, and the store is pretty much outside, like right next to the car.
I've never seen that.
Go to Texas.
But, like, that's not a good, like, I don't know how that passed. That, like, how can you have a drive-through liquor store? Isn't that just like saying, hey, go ahead and drink and drive?
No.
Dude, during COVID, when they were like selling booze on the streets, like it was legal. Like it went from you're not allowed to have an open container in public to fuck again. Like, morning, Macy.
Tracy, Gabe.
What's up, Macy?
Yep. That's exactly it right there.
Drive through the convenience store.
Go to Texas. They got them in the liquor store.
We have like one gas station that's like that, but you still hop out, grab your shit, and go up to the middle thing and pay for it.
I've never been in one of those, so I don't know if that's how it works or not. But the way that it looks, like it's set up, is like you pull through, you tell them what you want, they quick run and grab it.
That's what that looks like. It does. I mean, but ours, you don't pay them in from your car.
You can buy the gas station liquor. Obviously, well, yeah, you can. It makes more sense to have it in the store, like to be able to do the drive-through. It's like you said, it's almost promoting drinking and driving. Or like,
yeah, that's what I thought with drive-through liquors. It never made sense to me.
this didn't last long, but for a little while, I was seeing these alcohol slushies that you can buy at the gas station. That is 100% promoting drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Like, you got a straw in it already. It's a cup. You're going to put it in your fucking center console. You ain't leaving that till you get home. You're drinking your goddamn slushy because you don't want it to melt.
Yeah.
Especially with alcohol.
Either way, it's an open container in the car.
Well, no, they put that little sticker over the straw hole. So now it's not an open container.
As long as you don't put the straw through, we're okay.
When people walk up to the window. We do have a liquor store here that has a window that you go up to, but that's only because we're in the ghetto. They don't want you to actually go inside and rob them. They talk through a speaker. They have a drawer.
That's how it is at that drive-through convenience or gas station that I was telling you about here in Frederick. It's a drawer. You pay through it right through there. Bulletproof glass and all that shit.
What do y'all think about using old churches for businesses like this? Like liquor stores, dispensaries, strip clubs.
I mean, it is what it is.
I wouldn't be for it.
I wouldn't go to it.
There's one here, the Gold Club. It's in an old church, like a huge church. They have 2 rooms. In the main halls is where their fucking poles are and shit, their stages. And it just seems so like sacrament, like some. They had 4 fires.
What is it? A strip club?
Strip club, the Gold Club, yeah. It's owned by
In a
the
church. In a church.
Yeah, and they still have the cross up out front.
And it's had 4 fires?
4 fires, yeah.
Yeah, take the hint. Take the hint, motherfucker.
Take the hint.
I went in there one time, and I walked through it, and like they have this like stone spiral stairway in the front. Like the whole thing still looks like a church. Like, but then you walk into the main hall, and there's a bar, and the main stage up front. I don't like this. This doesn't feel right.
Like churches that are no longer in use should be used for like homeless shelters and shit like that.
Yeah, something positive. Not. I don't.
Yeah.
Are we using them for rehabs?
Hey, I could understand the skate park if it keeps kids out of trouble. That's okay. Like turning it into a massive or a big skate park inside, that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as people aren't doing drugs and shit there.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's just for kids to go skate and have trouble, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's no different than a community center, which I think would be the right way to go.
Yeah, something like that. Something that's, like you said, positive for the community. That's what they should be used for.
Yeah. And if you are going to turn it into something else, take the imagery down.
Yeah.
Take out the stained glass.
Yeah.
Take off the cross.
When I went to that like vampire thing, and we're in the main hall, all the stained glass is up still. The idols are on the stained glass. Fucking not fucking. They weren't fucking on the stained glass. But like crosses, like saints and shit, and they're doing a vampire like worship ceremony thing, and I'm like I told D right away, like I was like, if they start getting into like some like seance type shit, I'm out. Like,
You're just waiting for some of them to burst into flames, weren't you?
and I didn't drink any of the drinks that they served because it was all like it was initiation potion and shit like that. I was like, I'm not doing this in a church. Like, we still actually have my drinks in the fridge. D drank hers.
What it was is they were trying to drug you for a human sacrifice, and you dodged a bullet there.
You dodged the bullet.
Let's see if she was going to give them, but
most of our old churches around here has turned into a rehab facility because most of them's faith based.
Yeah, that's cool too. Yeah, anything like that gives back to the community, as you.
This is the initiation potion. It's some kind of vodka and all kinds of whatever. And then this one, when they started handing these out, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this.
It's just some type of wine cooler.
Yeah. I tried these after we left, and it was actually pretty good. And they had a smoked bourbon that I wanted to try, but like just like I said, what they were calling this shit, it didn't sit well in a church.
Yeah.
You had to ejaculate it in a cup and drink it before you could have the bourbon, right? That's what we're trying to say.
It was pretty much like I wasn't from the time that I sat down and I was like super late. I'm probably gonna leave, but halfway through I was like, oh, they're just telling love stories. That's all it was.
No, what happened? Diddy was in the background, like, I got this white motherfucker.
The white boy with me. The white boy, he prime and ready.
Been luring this boy for a while now.
We actually turned a Piggly Wiggly into a church. Then we turned it into a daggum rehab center down here in town. Our town did. We did. I did.
I mean,
I also think there's a difference when it was built to be a church or when you converted a different building into a church. If you converted a building into just a space to occupy as a church and then the church left, that's just the building. That wasn't built for God, essentially.
It wasn't a purpose-built building.
Yeah, it was just a building that they occupied for a little while. But like a church is it's a symbol, you know what I mean? Like it has a specific look, you know, even every building is different shape, size, whatever. You still can look at any random building while you're driving and be like, yeah, that's a church.
Ooh, that's a church.
Like, dude, when I first moved down here, my buddy that moved down here with me, we're driving down the road. He looks over, he's like, damn, the houses are so nice around here. I look over, there's crosses everywhere. I was like, you know, that's a fucking church, right? Fucking idiot. That dude, when we came down here, he moved back 3 times within a month. Drove his ass all the way back to Pennsylvania, changed his mind again, drove back down, changed his mind again, drove back. Like within like 3 weeks.
and he ended up staying down in Florida.
No, he was gone. Within a month, he was back at home, living with his dad.
Yeah, I had planned to hang out with my brother all weekend, but after one day, I was like, I gotta go home. It's just more comfortable there.
Yeah. I don't like being in another person's space. That's what makes like going up for Christmas awkward because I always got to stay with family and like I don't want to intrude your space. Feel like I should be doing something or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy it when my kids come to town and they get to stay here with us. It's a hustle and it's a bustle, but man, it's great.
I know the people that you stay with definitely appreciate the time and they want you there, but like as the person intruding on their space, it always feels like awkward.
Yeah.
They're up cleaning and doing dishes, fucking cooking and all this stuff, and you're just sitting back, fucking.
Damn, Chris. Chris, if you're trying to quit, go to a rehab for at least a few days to detox, dude. It's not that bad of a place, and they feed you. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Quit what?
Drinking.
Chris, he's quit drinking. He says trying to quit drinking beer now. No more moonshine. I slip into psychosis when I quit. They won't take me until I'm gone. I've had to be restrained multiple times.
Taper off. If you're getting the physical negative side effects because of the alcohol withdrawal, then you taper yourself off. I know it's hard, but that's not an easy thing to do. But
That's why I should go to a rehab. They'll keep you for three or 4 days, get you clean. Then all you got to do is not pick up. I mean, once you get through 3 days, 3 or 4 days, you detoxed, and then it's just up to you not to pick up.
you go in with the intent, though. You don't go in just to fucking take a break and come back and do it again. Go through the uncomfortable time so you could get to a fucking healthy life.
He said one time he thought that was trying to harvest his organs. Whew.
Yeah, I was a bad alcoholic for a long time. Y'all saw me at small portions of it, like I would drink for a few days.
Yeah, you. I don't think we've ever seen you at even nearly your worst. So like, what we
You've seen me medicating with it, which is pretty bad because I was drinking like I was chugging pints at a time just to medicate with it.
yeah. By the
I was
time
definitely drunk.
I think by the time you started hanging out with us, like you had it in your mind that you were like putting this shit to rest.
Yeah, I just struggled with it. Yeah, like the past 3 years, I've had like probably 3 slips, and then before that, the 2 years before that, I was hanging out with you. It was like off and on me being drunk or not. Like you didn't know if I was drunk or sober. Like it could be either or. And then I'd end up in rehab, and then you'd be like, "Well, he'll be sober for the next few months until you." But I already exactly like you said. I knew I was going to quit it. It's just how long was it going to take my
There,
mind to catch up with the rest of me. You know what I mean?
there was a few times there, like there's a portion of time where you like we're going through the slips and shit. Or like I'd start a live, be like, well, haven't talked to Mess today. We'll see him in 7 days.
Back in about a week.
Yeah, everybody
So,
the message. So he got it when he gets out.
Yeah. I did have some good stories when I got out of rehabs and nut huts, though.
Yeah. Did you ever get a bunch of messages in your inbox though? Yeah. I just try to tell people like send messages so he got him when he gets out, so he knows people were fucking hanging out.
I think I got some messages when I got out and shit. Like the cool thing about when I was in the nut hut, I could get those messages. Remember, I was allowed on my phone at 7 o'clock every night. And
Yeah.
we tried to go live from in there, but we could never link up the times right. And I couldn't have my camera, but I could be on audio. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. So. That's what I've been struggling with lately, actually. Honestly, like 100%, the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've thought about going out and drinking at least half of those days. And probably the same amount of time I've thought about going back into the nut hut because I've been thinking about drinking. Like I've been that close to going up to, like I've almost pulled into the fucking liquor store. But what saves me is I remember where I'm gonna go because it always there's never a change. I get drunk, I pass out, I'm in rehab. What's the point?
you lead to one road. That's it. You got one direction.
And as an addict, you're gonna have those thoughts, but at least you have the understanding that you don't want that shit. Like, yeah,
You think about it.
It's always gonna be there.
You think about it, man. You're trying to quit, say, methamphetamines. You go out and you buy an 8 ball of dope. I'm just going to do a quarter of it. No, you're going to do the whole fucking thing. It's like going out and buying a bottle. You're not just going to have a sip. You're going to have the whole fucking bottle, right?
I mean, it ain't no different with like somebody that was fucking 500 pounds and that they've taken the journey to lose the weight and they still want the chocolate cake.
They pull it at McDonald's. They still get the fucking Big Macs. But
yeah, but their consequences aren't quite as bad as mine if I drink.
Yeah. True. I don't know though.
But it's all along the same lines. You're not going to do a half a bag of Coke. You're not going to drink a half a bottle of liquor, and you're not going to eat a half a Big Mac. You're going to eat the whole fucking thing. As a fat ass, I would.
Yeah.
I'd eat the Coke and eat the I'd eat the Coke too, and I'd sniff the Big Mac probably.
Sniff the Big Mac, eat the Coke, and just suck on that bottle. But I mean, that's
for me. I'm glad I don't know anybody that does my drug of choice because I don't know how strong it would be.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. If somebody put K2 in your hand right now, would you go smoke it?
I would like to believe I wouldn't.
I would like to believe I wouldn't either. If somebody put a half a gram of methamphetamines in my hand, I would like to say, well, I'm over that part of my life and
Yeah.
throw it away. But that son of a bitch that put it in my hand, I'm going to sit there and think, man, just one more go.
Not like
I
I'm gonna
can say this.
get
The last time I found a bottle with vodka in it, I did dump it out.
As
Yeah.
me, the last time I picked up a bag of meth, I found it in the parking lot and I took it in. We called the police and said they chewed my ass because, fentanyl's going around now.
Yeah, I think that would be my reaction, is to get rid of it right away, so that
I would,
on this craving.
if I'd have found that meth and the cops got pissed at me, be like, I wanted to test it first to make sure it was meth before I called you. Didn't want to waste your time.
But yep, it's meth.
I knew the cop and he was riding by and I just waved at him and he come in and he's like, what's going on? I said, man, I found this bag of meth that's in here in the store. And we went in there and he's like, yep, that's meth. He said, did you pick it up with gloves? I said, well, hell no, I didn't have gloves. He said, don't ever fucking touch his shit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
Kyle. Go ahead.
I was just saying, you don't know what's on the bag. Go ahead.
I was just answering Kyle. Yeah, I was sober when I came down there to Louisiana, so I definitely didn't drink there when I did comedy.
You ever see the video of the dude? He goes into like gas stations and shit and tells the cashier, he's like, "Yo, I found a bag of meth on the floor out there."
Yeah.
And they get all excited. Oh, what?
Nah.
Hands him like flashcards of math on it. You.
Guys get right. Guy gets all smiley, puts on gloves. He's like, all right. He's like, why are you putting on gloves? It's just math.
Yeah, there's a couple of them where they get all like fucking tweaky, like, yeah, what? Yeah, math? I'll take some math.
2 + 2, buddy.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I took it in and the lady's like, I've never seen it before. Can I look at it? I said, well, yeah, you can see it. Psh, that's methamphetamines.
Can I look at it with my lungs?
Huh?
She said, can I look at it with my lungs?
Can I see what this pipe will feel like in there? Yeah.
Where did my lighter go?
Oh, shit.
Check this shit out. I got my sister. This is a weird sentence, but my sister's man doesn't feel safe at his church. He's
He's
like,
going to the wrong church.
he like works for him, so he's there all the time. They do like stuff for the homeless and all this stuff. So like, there's some sketchy people around there at the time, and it's like in the middle of the hood. He can't have a gun or anything, but they got him this shit for Christmas. The flashlight.
Oh, yeah. Those are fucking fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My mom bought one of them, and I thought it'd be cool to turn it on, and I thought the taser was at the other end, not the headlight end, and I grabbed the headlight end, and I hit that button, I got full force.
The only problem with this, like, you might have to return it because it doesn't discharge the current when you turn it off. So if you turn it off and accidentally touch the front, it zaps you. Like I just did.
Well, that's a safety feature. It lets you know that if you're gonna pull it out, use it, motherfucker.
Because you don't have to put it back in your pocket and you don't get shocked.
But yeah, I was like, I said the same thing you did, Mike. If you don't feel safe at your church, maybe you're not going to the right church.
Yeah.
But I thought that thing was pretty badass, and it was only like $16.
How many volts is it? 50?
200 million. No,
Isn't it like Twisted Kilt? Wait, what is the name of that restaurant? It's not Kilts. It's something Kilts.
Tilted Kilt.
Is it? Huh? Tilted Kilts. Yeah, it's called Tilted Kilts, isn't it, Chris?
They all lie. Every stun gun lies. They never put the right number on there. Look at that. Tell me 75 million volts.
Volts.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot.
What's the yeah? Votes aren't what matters anyway.
I think it's tilted kilt, Chris.
There's a tilted tilt.
But yeah, I've been to one before.
Yeah, we have one here in Jacksonville. I've never been, but we do have one.
Yeah, it's just like Hooters, except for you're looking at asses more than tits because they got these real short skirts on.
We don't have one of them around here
They're
that I
nice.
know of.
See, me, I prefer a tilted kilt to over a Hooters because I'm not a breast man. I'm an
You'd
ass
ask me.
and
I'm a booby dude, and I don't even like Hooters because false advertisement.
I think you see more at the club. Just go there.
Build a fire.
Yeah, but is their food is good?
I need to go split something real quick.
Bar food sucks.
Huh?
Bar food sucks. It's only good because you're drunk.
Well, fellas, there go chop some wood.
Oh,
All right, have fun, brother.
All right, guys. Much love, everybody. I'll catch you on the flip.
Yeah.
later.
Later.
You can be on Facebook because I can't fucking talk to you. Just make a new one.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
but you need an ID now.
Do you really?
That's what Lisa told us the other day. You need an photo ID to make an account on Facebook now.
That's stupid.
Well, they're trying to get away with all the bot farming and shit and get rid of all that shit so it's real numbers.
Yeah. You see, in Australia, you can't get on the internet at all without your ID. You have to verify your identity every time you get on the internet. People under 16 aren't allowed to have any type of social media, not even YouTube.
Damn.
I think that's a good idea. I don't think these kids should be on Facebook and shit as early as they are. When I see my nieces and nephews' Facebook account pop up out of nowhere, like, dude, you're like fucking 11. What are you doing on here? Like,
It might be worth that drive, Chris.
detoxing. But can't you go in and can't you claim mental health?
You can go into if you go in to the hospital pretty much shit faced drunk, tell them you can't take it anymore and you want to detox. They'll bring in a social worker that'll try to talk you into going to rehab, and they'll transport you to rehab. But like you said, it's 5 hours. Do you want to ride in the back of an ambulance for 5 hours, or if they? I'm sure that's probably from the hospital the way they'd take you, unless they sent someone to pick you up in a van from the rehab. Either way, you're going to have to drive that 5 hours to get in, and it's worth it. Once you get sober and you look back at how you were, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather 100% rather be sober than drinking again. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and if a 5-hour drive is preventing you from getting sober, then you don't want to be sober. I don't mean to be so blunt or seem disrespectful.
Like you just said, you're going to need meds and shit. That's why you need to go to a detox place. They have the meds. They're going to put you on, what's that called? I don't even remember the name of the medication. It's been so long. It starts with an L, I think. But it basically gets you through the detox, and then they give you Vistaril for anxiety and all these safe medications that you're not going to have trouble coming off of once you get through the detox.
Say it's worth it though. I I never like I'd say I was an alcoholic for a little while there, but I never went to like AA or any of that stuff. But I'll tell you what, I enjoy not drinking. Enjoy
Yeah,
being
me too.
like there was a time there where there wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't drinking a bottle of vodka. Stay up till 3 in the morning drinking, get up at 6 in the morning for work. But when I decided I didn't want the hangovers anymore and started waking up, remembering what I did yesterday, fucking not feeling sick and not relying on a bottle to get through the day, I feel a lot happier with my life. I mean, I feel blessed that I didn't have to go through it the way that go have gone through it, but
I wish I never had to go through it, but I'm glad that there was a place for me to because I couldn't do it on my own. The first time I did it, I was able to, um, but after I relapsed, there was no way I was putting down without being locked up in a place where I couldn't get it and where I could get the medication I need for because like I would literally stop drinking and I couldn't if I wasn't drinking, I was shaking and throwing up. Like
that's
I literally needed it.
see, that's what I've never become physically dependent on alcohol. It's always just been a mental addiction. Like I was more pushed away from it because of the physical feelings. Like I refused to be sick every day. Like
See, that's the difference between you and a alcoholic like me. My brain goes to if I drink more, I won't feel that. Yours goes if I stop drinking, I won't feel that.
yeah,
Two
that,
different trains of thought.
the hair of the dog has always been weird to me because if I even think about alcohol during a hangover, I'm gonna throw up.
Once you do that first drink on a hangover, you learn real quick. Hey, that's the way to go.
Yeah, but that's just prolonging your inevitable pain. Said not if you don't ever stop drinking.
That's how I look at it. And now I look at it as not if you ever start drinking, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, what
Yeah.
did he say about the nut?
Put enough curveballs at you. You don't want to throw yourself into a fucking wall.
Yeah. Do you have, that's a good idea. Chris, do you have like a nut hut near you? That's a good place to detox. Just tell them you're going to kill yourself and they'll detox you for a few hours, give you the same medicine and shit and detox you.
That's what I was saying.
They
Like
have, they have to keep you for 72 hours if you say you're going to kill yourself, and at least you get that to detox.
play mental health, and they'll like definitely take you in. Have somebody else do it. They'll definitely take you in. Like,
Yeah. If you give me your address, I'll call and tell them you're going to kill yourself right now.
we're on YouTube. We probably shouldn't be repeating that over and over again.
But yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, hopefully they're taking context. We're trying to help him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 2 of our videos are already moved to 18 and older and out of the public eye.
Sorry.
I don't know what the limits are over there. Not that I really care, but I still don't think repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, definitely try to make some type of plan, Chris, because I don't want to see you go nuts and get in trouble or do something stupid. But I do want to see you, if you really want to quit drinking, to get it done, man. I mean, if you're down to beer, that's good compared to what you were at 100%. So, I mean, you're at least cutting back. Now, if you can cut that beer down to only a few a day and then cut that down to nothing without going insane. But like I said, I would go to some type of treatment if you can find something.
Lean on the weed, man.
Yeah. Or if you have mushrooms,
Yeah, I know
that's the way I.
it's not good to replace one vice with another, but at least it's a healthier vice.
Yeah, well, the last 3 times I detoxed, I did it with mushrooms,
Yeah.
and I had no problem with it. I didn't even like. I mean, I went into rehab, but before I went into rehab, I ate an eighth of mushrooms, went in there, and didn't have to go through any of the detox that I had to do previously.
Well, it's about to die.
Yeah, that's why I had to run in and get my charger. I was down to 20%. Now I'm up to 30.
So I woke up in a fucking terrible mood today because I fell asleep on the couch, which isn't a problem. I don't mind it. And then Dee comes out this morning and she's like, goes to wake me up and she's like, why don't you go into bed? She said, I'm getting my like day started. I don't want to bother you. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, go about your day. I lay my head back down. He comes and wakes me up again. Hey, why don't you go into bed? Like, I'm gonna turn on some music and open the door and shit. Like, you're fine. I'm fine. Go to sleep, get woken up again. Hey, why don't you go into bed? I don't want to bother you. What the fuck are you doing right now? like, like, you don't
For
want to
not
bother.
wanting to bother me, you sure fucking bothered me 3 times.
You've been tapping me for 45 minutes. You don't want to bother me. Leave me alone. I woke up slamming doors, fucking. I could sleep through a fucking hurricane if you just leave me the fuck alone.
That was the problem at my brother's. That's the real reason I came home. I couldn't sleep for shit over there, dude. He had this like real low alarm on his phone. I mean, dude, it was like a medley. It shouldn't have woke me up. But dude, that motherfucker went off, and I was like, dude, are you waking up? Oh, I'm sorry. He turns it off, hits snooze, fucking goes off again. I'm like, dude. He's like, I'm sorry, I gotta wake up and turn the heat off in the bathroom because he has an electric heater in the bathroom and it'll freeze overnight. So he has to set his alarm, make sure he wakes up so he doesn't run the electric bill up, right? And but like I couldn't sleep for shit, and I was like, I gotta go home. There ain't no way in hell I'm gonna go through 2 nights like this. Like that shit.
Yeah, I don't like sleeping in it. I always, like I said earlier, I don't feel right in other people's spaces. I can't
Yeah,
sleep.
when I'm in other people's places, like I'm a real light sleeper. When I'm home, I can sleep through just about any fucking thing.
Same. I always wake up before everybody when I'm at their house, and like that's just awkward.
Yeah, that's why Susan got pissed at me when I went up to visit her last time, or
Yeah.
the only time I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck. My son was awake. I was like, no one's awake. I guess we'll just leave and call them when they get up. She got all pissed off when she woke up and I was gone. I didn't want to wake nobody up, right? She was like, you should have woke me up. I'm like,
I can do it. This is your house. Even worse when you're staying there for a week and you're waking up hours before everybody. I don't want to stroll around your fucking house or nothing, like make noise and some drugs I cannot be in a room with. Yeah. I don't know. When I quit smoking K2, all my friends still smoked it and it didn't bother me. Like I didn't have cravings for it, but there's some times when I smell something and it smells exactly like it, and it's like,
see, that's the good thing about vodka. When I smell it, it turns my stomach.
yeah,
Like anything that smells like vodka, ugh.
yeah,
Like
same,
my stepdad's vape used to smell like vodka. Like when he like the exhale of his vape would just make the air smell like vodka. And like it used to get me sick until the point that I was like, fuck it, and I'd relapse and go get a bottle of vodka. And then you know what'll stop me from getting sick over the smell? Vodka.
My sister ruined vodka for me. We used to drink when I was like 15 till I was like 17. I'd go to my sister's house every weekend and drink. Uh, get an $11 half gallon of Vladimir. That shit is fucking rubbing alcohol.
That's basically what I drank. I drank Wolf Schmidt. The highest end was Pop Pop. That was the higher end vodka I bought. No, I lie. Every now and again, I'd buy some good shit, like some uh, Smirnoff or which is shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the vodka never did it for me. Once I like got older and started drinking a little bit, I couldn't. I don't think I could drink it like any even mixed vodka drinks. And iced tea. That's why I don't like iced tea because that's all she would chase with, and that's all she ever had in the house. Fucking chasing vodka with iced tea. That's just. Ugh.
Hold on, Chris. You say, dude, I want to go to it. Go to what? They had there's these comedians. That comment, I'm lost. They didn't know what they were walking into. I think it was Bill Burr. Pagan church. Okay.
Awful. I think theirs was this type. I think they had these comedians talking. I forget who it was.
Got 6 minutes till the next 20.
Honestly, as a comedian, I like Bill Burr, but as a person, I think he's dumb as shit. Like his views on things and the way that he goes about like social situations, like he can trash on somebody really well, but then when he starts getting into his actual like understanding of things and beliefs and shit, like he just sounds like a fucking talking piece for the left.
That's how a lot of these people seem, to be honest.
It,
That's
it's
one.
just
That's one.
you wouldn't expect that.
That's one reason why I don't like. That's one like. Even if I had the ability to make it big in comedy, I wouldn't want to because they would make me go like pick a side in politics, and I'm anti-politics altogether. I don't like any of the shit. Like I get so uncomfortable when it comes up, really, because all I think about is how much of a joke, like a smokescreen, is. Like we're all falling for it. You know, that's what I think when I hear politics, anything about politics. I just think no matter what side you're on, I'm on, we're all falling for it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I think, and it it makes me so uncomfortable. Really.
Time you get a little glimmer of hope, you realize you fell for it again.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what it was the first time Trump got elected. Like I didn't even really fall for it because I didn't think it was going to happen. I was like, before it happened, I said it doesn't matter if Hillary wins, we're fucked. If Donald Trump wins, he can't do shit about it. Then he won, and I was like, oh wait, maybe. And he started doing shit, but then it all fell off a cliff.
yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, I kind of fell for it again because I like had a glimmer of hope that things would be different, but it didn't. And then this, like you said, the second term, he's like just watching him handle himself. Again, it makes me really uncomfortable. Like I can't, like there's no comfort in watching Donald Trump as my president.
No. Well, I mean, like I said before, he proved that he's just an establishment president. He's never really switched over to being a conservative. He's just same old, same old. He talks a lot, but it never really gets anything done for his base. All of the things that he pushes are for monetary gain for people like him when he gets out of office.
Yeah, he's doing whatever. Yeah, he's doing what all other politicians do.
No, the other politicians do it while they're in office.
But that's what he's doing now and setting it up for when he gets out.
But it'll be, if you are capitalist, you'll gain. If you are not capitalist and you are a for politician, you're losing.
Yeah, but
Either way, I'm just uncomfortable whenever any politics come up. I just don't like it anymore because we're all falling for the same shit that we fall for every time, and it's just going to get us again, over and over and over again.
Criticizes the left for, though, he does himself. He just puts it under a different excuse. I mean, like, I still think that he was better than the alternative, but at the same time, he's not who he said he was. And the $8 billion that was sent out of this country after talking about keeping all of our money here and not propping up these wars and shit. But yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. Sometimes you get a little better out of smoke than you do in other times, but.
So hold on a second, Chris, you've called crisis hotline and they won't even help you? Maybe you haven't said the right words, like we said earlier.
Politics are not cut and dry. You have two different parties.
Oh, I know, and that's what makes me uncomfortable.
So they have to each make concessions. Now, Trump also has to make concessions.
Yeah, I understand all that, but the game is still the same no matter who the fuck is in office. Yeah. And we all fall for it every fucking time. So the whole thing is set up to screw us no matter what. And it's not worth talking about because the more we talk about it, all it does is piss people off. And that's exactly what they want. They win then.
It solidifies you to whichever side you have bias towards. When you have these discussions, you just get madder and madder and lean closer into your side.
And it takes away from the truth, the actual truth and honesty of the whole discussion, really. Mm-hmm. Because people get butthurt and go on feelings go on emotion and shit rather than clear thought.
And then that's what turns us into the conservative party that we have today, where most of the public conservatives are coming out as far right. Like you lean further and further into it until you're all the way over there.
Look, see, we started talking politics and look at our views before. And guess what? One of them is my other device.
One of them is me.
Then one is Chris. Or that might just be because Mike left too.
I think it is weird though that most of the middle ground conservatives are now like far right.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. Now the left will move a little bit more towards the right. And
exactly what's happening.
Yeah, and then people will start voting for the left more often than they will the right, and then the right will have to start leaning a little bit more left, and then eventually the left will go fucking further right, and then you know what I mean? Like, because like the Democratic and Republican Party are complete opposite of what they used to be back 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's the same game. They're just going to keep switching sides.
Yeah.
And get you caught up in it.
Or we're reliving the 40s again.
Yeah.
Different perspective. It's 100
It's,
years.
it's definitely a plus, Chris. If you're only drinking beer, it's a win. Just keep trying to cut back and get over it, dude. Try. We're here to support you, whatever you do, man.
Yes, sir. Mate, I'm gonna send you a video while you're here.
All right. Chopped a little bit of wood, got some wood in the house. Oh, shit, you fellas still on? I'll jump back up.
We just missed a 420.
That's
Don't put the
nothing.
graphic up.
All right.
Well,
Fire it all.
Fire no.
Don't die.
no. I put it in the group chat.
Me.
I hope it's the right video. Shit.
That's not the one of you in the bathroom.
I think that's the. I accidentally sent.
You send me a lawman, landman.
Yeah, I sent you the right one. I'm kidding. I
All right.
can't come up with something perverted fast enough. Mascota. My bathroom date. Full screen. There you go. This is you right now, Chris.
Stick with beer, you want something stronger? I quit drinking, I'll stick with beer. You know there's alcohol in that, right? It's a Michelob Ultra. There's more alcohol in orange juice. I ain't judging, buddy. I mean, I've been on the wagon 8 years. I'm just saying, drinking beer, still drinking. Well, I tell you what, bud. You watch me drink 6 of these sons of bitches, and I'll come back in here tomorrow night and drink 6 whiskeys, and you tell me if you notice a fucking difference. I'll take your word for it.
That's true. That is so true.
All right, Kyle, get to work.
Later, Kyle.
Later, Kyle, brother.
It's a Michelob Ultra. There's more alcohol in a fucking orange juice.
Literally. I mean, you let it sit out in the heat for a couple of days.
If I could drink beer, I would. Don't get me wrong. But I know I can't because I'll end up buying vodka.
Yeah.
I can have a mixed drink. I can have a cold beer. Actually, and during the hay season, cold beer is fucking one of the greatest things I think to drink, but it's the worst thing to drink, you know? But like, I can have a cold beer. I can stop at one.
That's nice. I wish I could. I know I can't.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's like, I can't take one line of meth because I'll have to have 2, you know?
Yeah. That's right. That's why I stick with my mushrooms and weed. Work too.
Yeah, catch that little buzz and you're like, oh, this is nice. I want to keep this going.
Was ringing.
But
hold on a second.
Now that we've got people going through sobriety and we spent the last half an hour talking about weed or alcohol.
There you go, guys.
Kayla's finally putting her Christmas tree up.
Is it time to take it down yet?
Yeah, if you ain't got your Christmas tree up yet, just forget about it.
For real.
Just put one of them things up on your front door. It's got a Christmas tree on it. Well, I'm glad you're feeling good enough to put your Christmas tree up, Kayla. That's a plus. You've been sick the last couple of days.
Yeah. Everybody's been getting sick. I thought I was getting sick, but luckily it didn't happen. I woke up congested as hell one morning. I was like, here it comes. Nothing happened now.
I get on it, man. I've got cold medicine, flu medicine bought up. It's just sitting right here behind me. Heck yeah, Kayla. Man, it's a pretty day. I'm thinking about going out riding four-wheeler for a minute, but I ain't going to. Shit hurts.
I think I got kicked out of a bunch of groups. I don't see a bunch of groups. I think I got kicked out of a bunch of groups on Facebook.
What, for Sherry?
I don't know. I just don't see them on my list anymore.
Ooh, let me stir this up a little bit before I hit it.
What's up, Stat? My brother tried calling me, so I shared this live to him. You can ask me anything if you need something.
Yeah, anything you can say to him, you can say to us.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker. What's up?
Yeah.
Yes. Remember, we got 24 spots left. The next 24 people to buy into the waffle got entered into a spot that was full.
Worst thing on earth to take is BC powder. Man. Things really work. Tastes like hammered hell. Look at that.
Little chickadee.
That's a cute little bowl.
Pretty little piece.
Pretty little piece. Nope, that's not a mouse, baby. That's your headphones, earbuds. Oh, so what do you fellas got going on the rest of the day?
Not much. I guess I watched some football game. My team lost yesterday. It was a decent game up until the second string quarterback got hurt, and then our third string game. It was just horrible. But then the Ravens don't play till this evening, so there's no real game for me to be interested in, unless there's a good game one. Usually the good games are like that Chicago game was nice last night. Did anybody watch that?
No.
Went into overtime. They actually, they changed the onside kick rule in the NFL, right?
Huh.
You got to declare your own. I think it's in college. Don't you have to declare you're going to do an onside kick before you do it in college, or no?
I don't know.
Anyway, in the NFL, you got to tell them we're going to do an onside kick before you do an onside kick. You got to let the other team know. So the chances are only 8% that you'll recover an onside kick. Well, Chicago needed to recover an onside kick in order to take the game into overtime. They had to recover an onside kick and then score a touchdown. Well, fuck if they didn't recover that onside kick and take it into overtime, dude.
Hell yeah.
Washington actually almost recovered an onside kick yesterday, but they kicked it before the referee got off the field in order to officiate it. And the play was called dead because of that, but they recovered it, so they had to re-kick it, and then they missed it.
That's some bullshit.
It was funny.
Vladimir.
Look at that. We talk politics and AA, and it goes down to 4. We start talking sports, it goes up to 7.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Mikey's back.
Oh, yeah. That's the whole reason. Yeah.
Yep.
People come to see me. Yeah.
Back, all of a sudden the numbers start going back up.
That was the other option we said. It was gone because Mikey left.
That's some bullshit. I know there's some people that miss me. They send me, hey, where you at? Where you at? But like, for real, it's not that bad. Oh man, I woke up this morning, straight up had to take a damn Finnegan. I was sick to my stomach. Son of a bitch.
Shit, Kayla grabbed herself 4 of those spots, so we got 20 of them left to get into the side pot.
Woohoo.
Wonder if I can do it from this thing. I'm gonna put a spot in for my mom or for my brother.
Hmm.
I'm gonna send you $2 and put that in for Scott Thompson. All right.
All right.
The
Whoa.
Pirates and Commander game was.
We got 19.
They said the fights in the Commander game was better than the Jake Paul fight. I'd agree. I didn't even watch the Commander game.
Yeah, dude, they had a brawl. I forgot to talk about that. Dude, 3 players got ejected. Mike Sandistro, little motherfucker, came up and was like instigating it, the whole thing, and he didn't get ejected. It was funny as shit.
Oh, heck. What's up, Scott Thompson?
But we still got 8 free spots to give away too.
That's my brother.
Hell yeah, Scott. I guess I might start watching hockey. They got better fights than the damn boxing matches.
I think it's sending it to you, Bean. I don't know if it'll work from this phone since I have my other phone. Yeah, it says it did.
That's one thing when I was a kid at Grandpa was watching TV. If there wasn't a good boxing match on or a good Cardinal baseball game on, we was watching hockey for the fights.
Yeah, they don't fight as much in hockey anymore, but when they do, Tom Wilson sure does kick ass.
We're at 90 spots, y'all. 90 spots.
Woo!
And 6 so far in the side pot.
Heck yeah. I was glad to know my packages landed Wednesday. Have you sent yours out?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
The only one that didn't get that I'm like worried about so far is Jenna's.
Jenna.
I accidentally sent it through USPS and it was supposed to go UPS.
Oh shit.
I gotta resend this.
I'm
wondering if I could just add the apartment number on there that I missed and use the same packaging.
Well, you use the same package, you just got to buy new postage.
Yeah, I understand that. Or I could use the same pen and say they fucked up.
Yeah.
Man.
My crypto losing so much money.
Do what?
Losing so much money in crypto right now.
Oh shit.
That's good.
I use that as like a savings account. So like instead of putting my money into a savings account with the bank, I put my savings onto crypto, and it usually benefits. But I lost I lost about $800 over the past week and a half.
Are you still above what you put into savings? Was that savings? Was that 800 profit? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
You might want to take it out.
Still hurts to lose $800.
it'll come back. It's just that, like, yeah, these times suck. Like, and I'm not like, I learned my lesson with trading. Like, if you don't got a lot of money invested, you shouldn't really trade. You should invest and keep it there. Because
Because
yeah,
they fuck you on taxes.
bro, y'all remember talking about that? Like, I had to hire a lawyer. Like,
Not good.
See, I'm not smart enough to fucking mess with that shit, so I don't even mess with it. I mean, I'm not saying I can't learn. I'm just not willing to do the research right now.
well, the thing is, you could learn a little bit, enough to know about at least Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two main ones, or whichever one you're going to invest in. Learn a little bit about it, enough to be able to use it, like I said, as a savings or a long-term investment. But you don't got to really dive deep and learn everything about it to be able to understand how to put a little money and save it for later.
Yeah.
Don't get scared when it, like right now, a lot of people would take their money out. But you can't
Well,
get,
it's like this. It's like this. It's a savings account, like you said, with a variable interest.
yeah. And sometimes that interest is negative.
You win some, you lose
When it
some.
gets when it gets positive, it's usually really positive. So that's the good part. The rebound.
Especially when, like with Bitcoin and stuff, there's not a whole lot of money to be made anymore. If you invest in it, say for a 20-year time, there's a lot of money. But if you're looking at more like a couple of years, it's better than a bank account for sure, because you're earning 1% interest on a bank account. With crypto, with Bitcoin, you could triple your money in 2 years' time. But when you get into like the smaller coins, they move by like thousands of percent at a like one day you could go look at your account that you had $400 in, and it's up to $35,000, just because how volatile it is. They pick a coin, they pump it, they dump it. Like,
Yep. Pump and dump.
you pick a popular one and just put a little bit of money on it and forget about it. The way that I do it, like, yeah, it's a savings account, but at the end of the day, like, I put it in there to possibly lose it.
Okay, Chris, from what you just said, that comment about what Crisis told you, that's what I was saying earlier. Go in the hospital and say those 3 words. Or 5 words. Say those 5 words in the hospital and go in there drunk and tell them you're detoxing off of alcohol and say those other 5 words. I want to blank, blank, blank.
Use the alternative. If I want to, like, I don't lie is an easy alternative for that.
Yeah, I want to unalive myself, tell them. And yeah, that's a 3A2 or whatever you call it. It's actually, I don't know.
Have to take you in.
Yeah, if you say that.
Go smoke some weed.
I would
You live close.
because my record doesn't, like, I've never done anything to get any of my rights stripped away. But if you're already a felon and shit, then sure, you use that.
That's the good thing about Maryland. Or would you say, hold on, if you're already a felon, what?
Yeah, then sure, go ahead and use that. But if you don't, like with me, with my record and all that stuff, like I haven't done anything in my life to get any of my rights taken away from me. But if you go in and you say those words, now you're gonna get rights taken, especially if a judge deems you like unfit.
Unfit.
Well, that's a good thing about Maryland. If you could get to Maryland somehow, you could just go to any fire station and tell them, look, I need to quit drinking, or I need to quit doing drugs. I'm an addict. I need help. And they have to find you a rehab to go to by law in Maryland.
That's cool.
That's right. We're only here for a good time, not a long time. But
So don't destroy your good time.
exactly. But don't let the fucking good times be destroyed by bullshit.
Yeah. Don't, like, you'll have a lot better time if you can just get past this. Go through the hard times right now, because you're right, we don't have a long time.
Yeah, speaking of my brother Scott, he's been sober 6 years now. He's got me beat.
All right, Scott. So, honestly, I've heard this conversation too. We say we're clean from our drug of choice, but yet we still smoke pot.
Fuck them.
I think there's
mean,
reasons for different. I don't think the reasons for people smoking pot are the same for people getting blackout drunk.
well, this is the same way. What are they using now? They're using psychedelics now for prescriptions. They're also using, what else are they using? Somebody said they was using ketamine.
Ketamine.
It's
You notice though how
Well, see, these things have medicinal values. These things that you're mentioning all have medicinal values, and they're finally figuring that out, and that's why there's decriminalization and legalization of certain things, and they're able to use it in the mental health facilities and stuff at some points. Like that ketamine treatment is a big thing now, but you got to qualify for it. You have to have depression that doesn't respond to medication like I have. Nothing that I've ever been on has helped my depression or my bipolar or whatever the hell it is I have. Nothing ever gets me feeling right other than mushrooms. That's the only thing that keeps me kind of normal. You know what I mean? It keeps me thinking the right way. Otherwise, I would go nuts in a couple weeks or months. Probably.
nobody's out here smoking a joint and beating their wife.
yeah, but I mean, it also goes back to Tylenol can be abused too. Tylenol can be a drug if used wrong, right? But
well, it is a drug, but it's
But I mean, it can.
The difference is that it doesn't have a recreational use.
Following. They don't have a recreational following. Right? You can take some many laxative and get a heroin effect.
Can you?
That's what I heard. You could take like a shitload of laxatives and you can get the heroin effect, but then you shit yourself and all that good shit.
Take the toilet with that heroin effect.
That's the heroin effect you get. You shit yourself. That's the effect of heroin.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? People say, oh, I do meth. My instance, I was a methamphetamine addict for a long time. And I'm from that era where weed was in the same boat as all them, but yet I still smoke pot.
Yeah, you think a lot of addiction is, this is random, but due to ego, like I have to be this guy, that the person that I've always been. Like this is
Who I am.
Yeah, I'm the drinker. Like if I don't have a drink, everybody's going to be upset, or
No. You're kind of right, but it's not ego. It's
persona.
Yeah, it's not really ego. It's
ambiance.
not a good thought. Say that again.
When I showed up to a thing, I was the guy with the bag. I was the party guy.
You have this image to uphold. That you have this image to uphold with people that I'm the drinker, I'm the guy, or I'm always high. I'm always talking about weed. Whatever.
It's more of, this is what I was thinking. It's not really ego. It's I have to wear this mask to cover up the real me.
Yep.
Because I can't let them see who I really am. It's not because ego would anticipate. Huh?
I got to be the character I created.
Yes. It's not really an ego. It's just exactly. I gotta be. I I can't let them see who I really am, because if they see who I really am, they won't like me.
No.
Nobody likes me if they know who I really am.
Or I won't like me.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
create a persona. You create an image of yourself that you've got to uphold. I'm the party guy. I'm the guy with the bag. I'm the guy that always has the bottle. I'm the guy that when you call for a good time, we're going to have a good fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of the time you're wrong though, because
Exactly.
you're a much better person to hang out with as a sober person. Anybody is, you know what I mean?
100%. That's why I think comedy is so good for my sobriety, because it lets me go out there and be sober and know, hey, people can actually like me for me. Like just me being myself. I don't have to be drunk. I can come up here, tell a couple jokes, that and people want to actually be around me because I'm a pretty funny guy to be around.
And the difference is when they're laughing, they're not laughing at you.
At you. They're laughing with you.
Unless that's what you want. If you're trying to get them to laugh at you, like, doing some improv, then.
Yeah. But like usually if you're shit faced, they're not laughing with you. They're laughing with
this dumb motherfucker.
I wish I could capture that whole thought process, like, or remember it, because for the next time I go to therapy, because I've tried to explain how comedy has helped me in my addiction, and I have a hard time wording it, but we just kind of worded it here with the comedy helping.
Clip it. We'll have that clip now.
Be at 225.
No, all you have to do is say clip it, and it'll clip the clip.
See, I was the guy that when I showed up, everybody knew I had the bag. I was the guy that everybody's gonna get high with, because if I had dope, I was getting high for free. So were the people with me. So they called you, hey, what are you doing, man? You want to come over and hang out and all this shit? So yeah, I'm going over hanging out. We got some chicks over here and shit like that. So, well, I'm coming.
The fucked up part about that is when you stop, you realize that that's the only reason they were there.
They never call you no more.
Yeah.
They never, hey, what's up? What are you doing?
And I mean, that's not anybody's fault, because like if you go 4-wheeling every day with your friends and then you sell your 4-wheeler, they're not going to call you to go 4-wheeling anymore either. But at the same time, it sucks to know that they didn't really like you for you. They liked you because you were not you exactly, but like in any situation. Like when I stopped partying and shit, I thought I had 1,000 friends. Like I said the other day, I thought when I was back home I had 1,000 friends, but I can only think of 2 people to invite to the party.
Hey, when I went to jail and I come out, my wife said, if you can't come over sober, don't come over. You know how many people come over? Out of, God, I had 50 friends that was 50 dope heads that was all under my coattail.
Yeah.
Stick
around and do anything for you.
As long as you got a bag of dope.
Yep.
But if that dope ain't there, they ain't there either.
You got kicked out of at least one group on Facebook.
See, and the nice part is when those friends start to sober up and they realize it and they come around and they start, like, you know what I mean? Like your old friends come back around again because they realize that you were probably, like, you're the only one that ended up being real. Everybody else was around for the fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another big problem with my social skills, and why I don't have many friends still around, how I say, I don't there's not many people to hang around, like I'm alone here because there's nothing to do, no one to hang out with, because like I'm the type of person, as soon as I get the sniff that you're faking who you are, I don't want to be associated with you anymore. Like it's the real shit that, like when people are real, that's when I want to hang out with them. Like you can piss me off as long as you're real about it. Like I get it now, you're being real. I can't fault you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's
start the two-faced shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking old.
There's some people that still come into the comments that I refuse to acknowledge because Like, you've shown your true colors.
Yeah.
Don't know why you're here. Like,
And there's a couple I won't acknowledge either. But, you know, it is what it is. They believe the way they believe. I believe the way I believe. And it is what it is. I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not going to put it on the front seat and say, hey, why can't we fucking agree on this?
yeah, but I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to. We
It's
don't
fine.
need friends.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
with
If
that.
you're gonna be fake, you're gonna do some shady shit. You're gonna be 2-faced. Say one thing to me, something else to somebody else, or I don't need it around me.
Like if you see me in the streets and you walk up to me in the streets, I'm the same motherfucker you see right here. If I walk up to you in the streets, I'm that same motherfucker.
I'm
I'll
not.
never change.
I'm way more outgoing on Facebook, on live, than.
Yeah. Well, I could talk to a brick wall.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I could talk to anybody anywhere. I don't care who you are. If I feel like you're into a conversation and I say, hey, how's your day going? Well, then you take off. Okay. Your answer, like we was talking the other day, your reaction with my question is going to let me know a lot about you. Do you want to talk? Do you want to have a conversation? Are you in the mood for that?
Yeah. It's hard for me to start the conversation with people in person.
I ain't feel that yet, baby.
See, and like I said, I just walk out, walk in the middle of a group of people talking, unzip my pants and pull it out, and it's always a conversation starter.
Yeah. Who's calling the cops first? You know. But me, I can talk to anybody. I don't care. That's why I went to the flea market a lot with my grandparents. Because I'd sit out there and somebody come up, we'd have a 10-minute conversation before we even talked about what you wanted to buy. But it's also that kind of a salesman in me too, you know. It's like, hey, what are you looking for? What do you need it, you know?
I'm gonna turn my camera off for 1 minute, 2 minutes while I run to the mailbox.
But yeah, I'm that guy that can talk to anybody, and I'm gonna be that guy.
And I like to put people in uncomfortable situations to see how they react.
Well, when you pull your pecker out,
I did that to Bean and his brother Brent at the grocery store in Illinois. I don't know who I was in here, so someone might not have heard this story before. But we were down at the grocery store getting shit for the house when we were in Illinois, and Dee asked us to get candles and bubble bath for her. So we were looking for candles and bubble bath after we got our cart full of shit, and we couldn't find the bubble bath, so I went up and asked one of the sales clerks there. And we were all three in the aisle, and I say, "Do you have any bubble bath?" And she's like, "No, but you could probably use this." And I put my hands on my hips. I said, "So you're telling me I got to lather these boys up by hand?" I turn around. Bean and Brent at the end of the aisle going different ways. So
that would be great. Holy shit.
Then I invited a bunch of people to the comedy show too. I was handing out cards, and everybody, like Bean was like, "Here, go give them a card. Go give them a card." I was just all over the place, talking to anybody and everybody.
Dude, I am that guy. My wife is like, "Would you shut up? Come on."
I just leave you.
Yeah, she'll just leave me in the fucking aisles talking to strangers.
I ain't got time for that.
But like I said, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. You walk up to me in the streets, I'll talk to you. You start talking nonsense, I go home. But you know, I'll have that conversation with you. I'll have a conversation. One guy said, "Man, you got any money?" He was asking for money. It was a fell on the side of a gas station with a dog. He said he was a vet and all this stuff. He's like, man, he said, you got any money? I said, sir, I ain't got no cash on me at all. I said, what do you need? And he said, well, honestly, I need a little bit of a drink or something. I said, well, tell you what, I don't have a drink. I said, but I got something twisted up out in the car if you want that. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, I got one of them left-handed cigarettes. He said, I'd much rather have that. So I gave him a joint. Instead of him sitting there begging for money for alcohol, I gave him a joint. That's all I had, though.
All right.
I love him feeling.
So I said, I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing for you or your dog, but, here's a joint. That'll keep you off a bottle for a minute.
Did I win any slots for this one? I don't know. Let me check.
I think Chris won one, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Chris,
You did. It's on the list down there.
hello.
Hello, Kayla. How are you?
She said, how are you? But, but I'm not gonna, I'll come up and make a conversation. If
Oh, Chris, Kayla beat me to it this time.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss.
Chris got one spot.
Damn, it's 1 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock here. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, right.
I guess I'm gonna have to get off here and find something to eat now. I ain't
Yeah.
even,
You have to get moving.
Well, fuck, then I got time to leave too.
You already wrapped this up?
if you
Sure.
ready, brother.
Fine, motherfucking out.
Later.
Much love.
Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420 fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire in the hole. Let's go. Every 420's fire in the hole. Every 420's fire in the hole. Hey. Every 420's fire